What's up, people? I'm Montivani. This is Sticks and Leather Sports. I'm on my morning drive, and the topic of conversation is, of course, the New York Jets primetime loss to the Raiders, 16-12. And the conversation is getting really tough in regards to what should the Jets do, how this offense is looking, and so forth. And a lot of the blame is being placed on Zach Wilson, and it's not surprising. I'm not going to be the one that say that Zach Wilson, it's all on Zach. I'm not going to say that. Just watching this game last night was an eye opener for me. It's not just Zach, man. You have Allen Lazard, who is not really creating separation like that. Pretty much every time he catches the ball, he's damn near dropping the ball. You had Garrett Wilson, who balled out. He definitely balled out. But I'm talking about one of the biggest plays of the game. Zach throws a dime in double coverage, though. It was double coverage. Throws a dime, hits him in his chest, which would have placed him probably around within the 5-yard line, I think. Hits him in his chest, drops the ball. You have a play where he turns it upfield, runs it, I think it was like 26 yard, 25-yard run, leaps, and tries to punch it in, but he steps out of bounds. So that touchdown gets removed. After, I'm sure I'm not the only one at that time, every Jet fan probably was celebrating like, finally, we score a freaking touchdown. And only to then be brokenhearted with the replay showing that he stepped out. I think it was at the 3-yard line. So, naturally, get the ball to Brees. Brees punches it in. What do you know? It's a holding penalty. None other than Uzomah. Show the replay. Terrible. Come on. So, once that happened, I immediately thought, I'm like, the way that this season has been going offensively, we're not scoring a touchdown. Watch this. Then you have another penalty. Can't even remember what it was. Probably was a holding penalty. Whatever the case was, we go back even further. So I'm like, yeah, we're definitely not scoring a touchdown. We settle for the field goal, and it's like, this team is actively, offensively, is actively hurting themselves. We had another play, I think it was an ending around. I think it was probably like a 15-yard gain or whatever the case was. Then we picked up a first down. And this was after a string of completed passes. The offense is starting to move. And then, boom, it's a hold on Uzomah again. And I'm saying to myself, like, come on, man. Every time we get something going, something bad happens on this offense. I remember the time Zach throws the ball as a post, dime, in between two defenders, but ample space. There's a nice little window. Garrett Wilson drops the ball. And I'm not saying I'm coming at Garrett, because Garrett balled out. He made a couple of catches where it was like he took some shots and he held on to the ball. That said, though, when we needed the momentum to happen to lead us to actually scoring a touchdown, not just Garrett, whether it's Uzomah, whether it's Zach, whether it's whoever the hell it was, they do some bonehead stuff, and it contributes to this team only having 8 touchdowns for the year. So it's really disheartening just knowing that this defense, again, lights out, holds a team to 16 points, and you can't even score 3 touchdowns or 2 touchdowns. Just 2 touchdowns and a couple field goals won the game, no problem. This team is offensively is just it's ineffective. It's so disappointing. I remember seeing a shot of Johnson, Jermaine, just on the sideline, and his hands is to his face like, what do you want us to do? You know, this defense is just making plays after play. And as a Jet fan, my heart goes out to this defense. They make these games worthwhile. They make these games, you feel confident in this defense, and it brings you joy to watch these guys go after it, down in and down out, that they're going to bring it their all, man, and they're going to pressure the quarterback and make this game the toughest game that this quarterback has seen this season, and they're going out and fulfilling their job. And unfortunately, like, this was not the season that they expected it to be. They expected to have some leads. Yesterday was the first time the entire season that the Jets offense was able to score in their first possession. And we didn't even score a touchdown at that. It was just a field goal. And that's the kind of that stat alone it just shows you how slow of a start that this team has gotten consistently, and putting the pressure on this defense to be damn near perfect every game. And Jeff Ulbrich has done a phenomenal job. This defense is just fine on all cylinders every week, and this offense, it's god awful, man. Lazard is just that guy's been a struggle like every week. Conklin has some big catches. He has some big catches, but I feel like one of the plays, and it's a Hail Mary. Who knows? It's a Hail Mary. Who knows what will happen? But the one play where the last play of the game, Zach fights for his life, having one of the best pass rushes in the game. Mason Crosby running him down, somehow gets in a way where he's able to get the throw off and throws a perfect pass. And Garrett comes out of nowhere with crazy leaping ability, and it's like right. It would have been lined up perfectly for a catch. And Conklin just comes out of nowhere. Again, he doesn't know. He's just trying to catch the ball and make a play. But right in front of Garrett Wilson, is right in between his hands before Garrett's able to clasp the ball. Conklin just puts his right hand right there and kind of knocks it out. So, to me, that just encapsulates exactly what happened with this offense, just getting in their own way at every opportunity that they have to make a play and change the outlook of the game. They get in their own way. It's just disappointing, man. It's just very disappointing. The excitement that everyone had leading into this season. Jets fans is being super excited. And I can tell, just watching Hard Knocks, the team felt that too, so it's just frustrating. It's going to be a rough couple of days. I just hope the team stays together. But, even if they don't, you kind of understand why, from the way that they've been playing, the way that this team has been fighting for the defense to not feel some type of way. I think it's very unrealistic, and I won't be surprised if,